Welcome to my spiritual sanctuary. My name is Sandra. How are you, my friends? Come on in, gather round, sit down, relax, and listen to your message today. This is going to be for the wood element. So that would be if you have rabbit or tiger in your chart, or were born in the year of rabbit and tiger, then you have it in your year. But don't forget, you may have it month and your day and your hour pillar as well. So I just want to remind everybody that if you were born in the year of the rat or the tiger, you do have all those three other pillars. So I just wanted to remind you that it could be another element and another animal sign, and therefore I would highly recommend listening to all of the other 4 readings that I do from August 1st to August 7th, so that you may have something in there that is going to apply to your week. So I always say, don't limit yourself, get as much information as you can, so that when you're moving through your week, you'll be prepared. So anyways, or you may just gain some wisdom, ancient knowledge in there that would help you move forward this week. So we're going to be doing a weekly reading from now on. I know I did a monthly reading for you guys last time, but now what I want to do is a weekly, August 1st to August 7th, and then I'll do another one from the 8th on, because we have a lot of things changing on a weekly basis. So, and therefore I can cover everything in more detail for you. So what we have coming up this week is the incredible full moon in Aquarius on August 3rd. Wow. So we've got that going on. It's at 11:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So adjust, to your time zone, wherever you are in the world. And know that this is going to be a pretty powerful one because there is a T-square to Uranus in Taurus. So that is always surprises, breakthroughs, shock and awe. Whenever we see Uranus, there is a propensity for sudden change. So don't be surprised if something happens very suddenly in your life this week, okay, with element. So we might find that we get information that we didn't have before, new information. New developments are coming up. Radical disruptions could be in the government because it does cover governments and politics and all of that. So hopefully we won't have any more protesting, I hope. And hopefully that it'll be something that is good that's coming up, because we also have Mars squaring Jupiter this week. And Mars is in Aries right now, which has given everybody a little bit of extra frustration and tension. But when we see Mars squaring Jupiter, then we know it's too much of a good thing. So the surprises coming in could be good, and therefore it may be too much of a good thing. So just watch out for that. So what I'm telling everyone is to please have balance this week in all things and really work on your spiritual practices. So that's prayer, meditation, exercise, yoga, and eating healthy foods. So healthy foods like, for instance, eliminating sugars and a lot of carbs, and also, keeping it to the fruits, vegetables, and proteins. So I'm going to do a cleansing myself this week coming up, and I'll let you know how that goes as the week goes on. So this in Aquarius, this full moon in Aquarius, is sudden extreme changes. Aquarius is always about precise, so full moons are always about clearing energy. So if you want to release anything, release it at the full moon, things that are no longer serving you, for the higher good. So that's people, places, and things in your life that maybe it's time to say goodbye. Because as we are moving forward into the 8-8 Lionsgate portal, the new energy's coming forward, and we'll be crossing a bridge over into this new shift of energy. So what we want to do is release anything this week that's no longer serving us, so that we can allow those new things into our lives to come in that we want to manifest, okay? So really, really powerful week coming up. We also have, we have breakthroughs. So, if you've wanted a breakthrough in your life, this week may be the time. But just remember, though, to be the observer as this is all going on and as a witness. So we want to rise up above all of it if it's in a shock and awe type of situation. Don't react too fast, and just know that it's not going to last forever. We're moving more into healing energy towards the end of the week. We'll have Venus North Node of the moon, and we'll have potentially, it'll be set up for more of a healing towards the end of the week. So first we're going to get the first shock and awe, the breakthroughs, the change coming in, and then by the end of the week we're moving more into healing type energy. Also, we have the sun trining Chiron towards the end of the week as well, and so that's potential healing as well. So we have a lot of healing as we're moving into August, more healing, self-healing energy. So things may lighten up a lot, as things have been pretty powerful after all of the eclipse season that we just had. So things should start to lighten up a bit. And just be careful that you're maintaining balance, because too much stress can affect your nervous system on every level. So you want to be sure that you're taking, your vitamins if you need those, supplements. As I said, your spiritual practices, getting your exercise, eating right, and just doing all the right things for your body. So also there are some parts of the body that we need to be careful of. They're very sensitive at this time of the full moon in Aquarius, and that would be your calf, ankles, your skin, Achilles heel, your forearm muscles, and thyroid and hormones at this time. So don't move too fast. You may have a propensity to fall this week, so be careful with that. And don't strain your arm muscles if you're picking up anything heavy, or if you're doing, exercises, yoga with your forearms. Just be careful of that. Your skin, watch out for sunburn this week, because a lot of people are out there sunbathing now. And your Achilles heel is, that pretty much says it. It's your weaknesses. So watch out for that this week. All things in balance. So when they say too much of a good thing, that could be too much, food, too much alcohol, too many drugs, too much shopping, too much anything. So balance is the key this week. We want balance, balance, balance. Now, also, what we're going to find that this Leo new moon, and the Leo new moon is going to be, that's at the new moon, okay. And that's going to be the same position that the total solar eclipse of 8/2017. So that's coming up as well, the Leo new moon. And that'll be, I think, towards the end of August. So I don't have the date on that one yet. So just remember that, what we want to do is feel safe, I think, and, when things get out of control. And so we do have Venus in Cancer, August 7th. So that's all about wanting to feel safe and, do things that feed your soul. Now we're in Leo season, And Leo season is all about, creative self-expression and doing projects and hobbies that feed your soul on every level. So you might want to write that book if you've been wanting to write that book. You may want to start dancing, singing, or painting, or doing something that is artistic in your life. Anything that will feed you on a soul level that will help you get through this time. And it's also, the energy is conducive for that right now. Playing with your children is also, a good pastime. And having a little adventure in your life. I know, a lot of us can't travel right now, but, just taking a day trip to the beach or to a lake or a river and feeding that soul on every level will help you this week to get through the changes that are, maybe appearing fast out of nowhere. Okay, so another thing is we do, in Chinese metaphysics, we have, the energies are shifting and changing into the Yang Wood Monkey coming up on August 8th through September 7th. So again, that's going to be at the end of the week. Those are the flying star feng shui. If you've been with me before, I do the flying stars they change every year, every month, every day, and every hour. So the energies are shifting and changing. So we're moving into a different energy. We've been in the water goat this month, and that has been tough. I would have to say for most people. And then we're moving into the Yang Wood Monkey, which will, maybe a little bit, the energy is totally different. So again, it's coming on 8/8 through that Lion's Gate portal when we will be shifting and moving into that new energy. Now, the good directions to remember for the Yang Wood Monkey month is going to be southeast, south, southwest, west, northwest, okay? Those carry the good energy. So if you are sleeping, have a home office, or your front door is in any of those directions or areas, you're good to go. However, the not so good energies are going to be in the north, the northeast, the east, or the middle of the home. So if you have a bedroom, a front door, or you have a home office in one of those areas, then you definitely need to have some feng shui adjustments this month. And so I would contact me to get those, and what we can do is we'll set up an appointment. I can do it by phone or Skype, Zoom meeting, or whatever you prefer by phone. And just send me an email at myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com, or you can opt into my email newsletter, and I'll be contacted that you're on my list. But better to email me, because then we can send you what I need to do the consultation. We can set up your appointment, and I'll send you an invoice for payment. So I do have a special going on right now for my astrology sessions for August for $99 for a 60-minute reading. If you wanted to add the feng shui to that, I will have a special for that as well for August. So just email me and I'll send you all the information, because it really depends on how big your home is if we do the feng shui, and then we'll just work it from there, okay? So I'm giving you the flying stars this week because next week what I'm going to be doing is just a video all to itself. I'll be going through each directional sector and giving you information of what you should do in each sector. And then if you know what areas these are in your home, then you'll be way ahead of the game and you'll be prepared for next week, okay? All right, so the daily influences, I'm doing those on a daily basis. I just started doing daily mystic, it's called morning mystic messages. Those are coming out Monday through Friday in the mornings, and those will include the daily influences, and then we do a little spirit message tarot reading with it to see what the message is for the day. So please check those out, okay? So what we'll do is the I Ching. You know that I always like to do an I Ching reading for you guys. So for the wood elements, I threw the coins and I asked, what is the knowledge, wisdom that you need to move through the week in a most efficient manner that's for your highest and best good? And so what I got was Wind Over Mountain hexagram. It's number 53 and it's called gradualness. So that's the key word for you guys coming up this month, or not this month, this week. See, I did everything. I did it last month, the whole month. So I'm changing that now. So this is for the week. It's called gradualness. So let me give you the guidance for gradualness. Be gradual, like a woman planning to marry. Good fortune comes by firmly keeping to the right way. So in this hexagram, wind or wood is above mountain, and mountain suggests quiet, while the wind represents gentle movement. Together they suggest gradualness. The upper trigram, wood, is like a tree slowly growing on a mountain, and the inner trigrams of water and fire enable wood and mountain to interact harmoniously. The inner trigrams also suggest the union of a male and a female energy or any positive relationship. That could be love or business or anything and anybody that you may be meeting somebody new this week. And this type of internal harmony encourages the gradual development of a good relationship. The mountain suggests a man and wind suggests a young woman. And as they gradually come together closer, the relationship culminates in marriage. If they follow the natural order of development, success is assured. However, if they rush into the relationship, it probably will not endure. The relationship will benefit both sides if they remain detached in the beginning, observe circumstances, and slowly reach a point of mutual friendship before becoming more closely involved. Thus, there will be no remorse. That's exactly what the message was for the Aquarius full moon. As this says, it says, however, if they rush into the benefit, so it says, success assured. It said observe the circumstances and detach, which is exactly what came up in the message for the full moon. So observe, remain detached in the beginning, don't move too quickly, gradually, and then observe the circumstances. So be the witness, okay? So exactly what I said as far as that advice for the full moon in Aquarius. So obviously this principle isn't limited to just marriage. Marriage is just simply a metaphor for the gradual development of any relationship or situation. That is even a business venture that you may be encountering. Gradualness is what the advice is. So also it says, the meaning of this hexagram is further illustrated by the gradual step-by-step process of geese migrating to distant lands. Each line of the hexagram represents a different resting place in their long journey. In cold weather, they fly southward. In summer, they go northward. Geese symbolize stability as they unerringly follow the rhythm of the seasons, and they also display order in the formations in which they fly, and faithfulness in their mating habits. When one dies, the other never chooses another mate. So gradual progress leads one to higher levels. The mountain, when it refers to a young man, indicates inexperience. He suffers emotional difficulties because he still knows little about handling problems. At an early age, it is sometimes beneficial to follow a leader in order to gain an opportunity for development. And by slowly showing one's talents and earning the trust of superiors, a relationship can mature. Therefore, one has an opportunity to be useful in any situation and to share life meaningfully with others. Conversely, if one engages in work for a superior person but perceives it as an obligation rather than a privilege, one's efforts will not be positive, nor will they be received with appreciation. The energy offered to one's spouse is received in the same way. So, we are to honor our relationships as a privilege and not an obligation. And that goes for any relationship that you're in, whether it's business, employment, marriage, friendship. It's a privilege to be with another soul. It's not an obligation. So that is the advice that the I Ching brings to everyone for the week, and I hope that's helpful for all of you wood elements out there. So now what I want to do is let's see what the angels say about your week ahead. So we're going to pull the daily guidance from the angels, and we're going to ask them, what is it that the wood elements need to know for their week ahead so that they can be all prepared for the week and have their highest and best energy with them. Oh. Okay, so we got 2 cards, and then we're going to take one more. Oh. Be honest with yourself, wood sign. Be honest with yourself. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation. It is safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires, and they'll come to you upon angel wings. So what we focus on expands. So that's why it's important that we don't focus on any negativity and that we focus totally on what we want to manifest in our lives. So that's why it's important in the morning when you get up to write down in your gratitude journal 5 things that you're grateful for every day. I put that in my book, Unlocking the Grief Code, using mind, body, and healing solutions. So if you are constantly putting into your unconscious mind those things that you are grateful for, then what you will do is start to manifest more things to be grateful for. It's the law of attraction. Okay, and play, like I said, creative self-expression. Beloved one, it is time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. So don't forget to add play into your week this week. You can schedule it in your calendar just like an appointment for work, okay? Make sure that you're honoring yourself with that. And then we have the ocean. The ocean card. So the deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. And better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all your cares and concerns. So if you don't live near the ocean, then you can go to the lake or a river, or if you have a pool or even a bath. A saltwater bath is good. I live about 7 miles from the ocean here in Southeast Florida, so I will definitely be going to the ocean this week. I love to do my morning walks on the beach. It gives me time to think and clear my mind of, the things that no longer serve me anymore. And that's really what we're doing around the full moon, is clearing and cleansing people, places, and things that no longer serve us. So go to a water source or have a water fountain in your home, or take a bath or a hot tub or some type of water influence this week, okay? That's what the cards are telling us. Let's see what's coming up for love, because the I Ching says You're going to be cultivating a relationship of some sort this week. So let's see what that's all about. That one wanted to come out. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Make the effort. So take the steps, like the gradualness that was talked about in the I Ching. You know, take the steps necessary to build relationships that are stable, loving, and intimate. So spend time talking, getting to know, make the effort for a relationship this week. That's what it's telling. And be honest with yourself about things. Be honest with whoever you're talking to this week. And you may want to go out for play with somebody this week. Schedule it in your calendar. Think of who you want to make the effort with, and then go play. Go play and have some fun. Even if you're, older, and we are never too old to play in our lives. This one wants to come out. Ooh, religious factors. Okay, it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So there may be somebody you'll meet at church, or your temple, or somebody in a spiritual group is going to be coming into your life this week, or some kind of spiritual religious factors are affecting your love life. Whatever that is for you out there, I can't speak for what it is, but each of you know if this reading is for you what that is. So it's saying something about religious factors in your love life. Something's influencing your spiritual path in regards to religion. That may even be, taking up a new spiritual discipline, something that, you've been wanting to do. I would say this week would be a great time to incorporate that. And then we have the last card is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So romantic feelings about anything, about a creative project that you're working on, romantic feelings about a person, place, or thing. But explore your romance about something this week. That's what the cards are telling us. It may be a spiritual discipline that you want to romanticize about or with, or make the effort. Make the effort. So romantic feelings are going to be a part of your week this week. Let's see what the business cards will tell us as far as finance, business, work. We're going to be using the T. Harv Eker cards, and these are the Millionaire Mind cards. So we all need to have millionaire minds right now, because that's what's going to get us through this pandemic. Let's take one more. Okay. Let go of playing the victim, wood element. You can be a victim or you can be rich. What do you want? But you can't be both. Every time you blame, justify, or complain, you're slitting your financial throat. Ooh, wow. So the next time you want to blame, justify, or complain, remember that it's taking you away from your goal, not towards it. So try to let that victim mentality go. Be proactive. Make the effort. Be honest with yourself. Incorporate some playtime so you're not all work. And schedule time for yourself. And you'll see that your whole life will shift. Okay? Embrace responsibility. Most people run from responsibility. That's why they are broke. Rich people are willing to take on big responsibilities. That's why they're rich. Great advice. We're moving into a new energy of the Lionsgate 8-8 portal. So, relook at your financial situation and how you can make some changes. Embrace responsibility. Maybe you need to start a new business with your passions in your playtime. Do something that feeds your soul and that you can monetize your passion. And get financially educated. Take the time and energy to learn about money, business, and investments. Then choose an investment area to become an expert in and begin investing in it. Excellent advice, excellent advice. And if you haven't read Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, that is a great book to start with, to start educating yourself. Okay? And I went to a college for real estate investing. So I've been in real estate most of my life, as probably some of you know if you've been with me a while. I'm a real estate broker in California and Florida and was an appraiser for 20 years. That's how I found Feng Shui. And this real estate college that I was a part of taught people how to invest with no money. So that may be something you might want to look into, or insurance products, or any type of an investment so that you can start building. And that way you are, putting your money in the right place instead of, the banks aren't paying anything on their savings accounts right now, or even their money market accounts. You need something better, so keep that in mind. This week, you'll be looking at a lot of different things. It sounds like wood element. So a lot of positive changes are in the stars for you this week. So that's your reading for today. We're already at 31 minutes. Wow, time flies when we're having fun, right? So I hope you enjoyed your reading this week, and I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. And I will be back next week to give you your weekly forecast for the following week ahead. So until we meet again, namaste, my friends. Have a wonderful week.